Hey everyone, it's Allison Madel here, Conduits of Love. How are you? It's been a couple weeks since we podcasted, but we are here. In this podcast, I'd like to speak to our birth moms, but thinking about it, it's really for everybody. But this is a podcast. We're going to start talking the next few about how to take care of ourselves. In particular, we're going to talk about in different realms how to take care. If it's exercise, if it's eating right, even how we think about ourselves, our self-images and self-impressions and so forth, because it's all part of who we are and what we are, and we need to sometimes tweak things and address things, and it just makes life a lot easier, and also you feel much better about yourself. But right now, today, I would like to talk to you about taking care of yourself in terms of what we're going to call it self-talk, or our thoughts, which fuel our feelings, which fuel how we react. Sometimes that's coming in the psychological realm. They might teach you in counseling, they might say your antecedents, what's going on, what happens first to affect your behaviors, what you do, and the consequences. So we're going to go take it in a different piece. We're going to just talk self-talk tonight. But anyway, I want to really encourage you today, when I'm talking about this self-talk, I want you to start maybe looking with new lenses and maybe a new outlook on things. And I'm talking now to the birth moms. And when I'm talking this self-talk bit, it's really for everybody. But I really want the birth moms to hear me. And sometimes life goes in ways that we do not expect. It sometimes has turns that are totally unforeseen. Things happen that we didn't really see coming, but what we need to do is we need to adapt and we need to tweak, as I said before. Maybe your pregnancy was a shock. Maybe it was not what you expected to happen. You might be thinking it was a mistake. Maybe you don't. I hope you don't, but you might. A lot of birth moms do. You or others around you may have given you a message that your unborn baby is not wanted, a fluke, an error, a problem. Well, I want to say to you, no, these are all lies. This is not truth. Your baby was created by God, and you were chosen to carry this precious gift. Their baby's a miracle. I have to be the one to tell you right now, tonight, whenever you listen to me, that baby inside of you is a miracle. And I want to back it up. Yes, you were chosen to carry this child. You may not believe this right now, but I had to tell you, it is truth. Maybe you do not want to parent this baby. And that's okay, because there's tens of thousands upon thousands of adoptive parents who do. So no worries about that. All we need to do is connect you to a great adoption resource. Adoption agency, a brokerage, attorney. There's so many out there to help. So my point of this podcast today is I want to share about, again, self-talk and our self-impressions. This is so important to you and your unborn child. Do you know your baby hears and feels everything you do? Everything. The baby inside of you hears what conversations are going on. It hears you when you talk. I used to talk to my son when I was pregnant with him. I used to rub my belly, and I used to talk to him. And people used to think I was bonkers then. I was like, no, talk to my little one. He used to react. Your baby inside you will feel things. It'll feel what you're feeling. It'll feel stress when you're stressed. It'll feel tension when there's tension around you. Everything you go through, the baby goes through. And maybe you don't care about this right now. But I want you to reconsider, if you can, please reconsider that what you're experiencing this baby does experience. And your thoughts and feelings about your pregnancy and how you feel about yourself is infecting this baby. what you think about yourself and what others say about you, your baby picks up. Again, your baby picks up everything. And again, if you don't care, okay. Maybe at this point, I need you to focus on you. We need you to focus on you because you got to take care of yourself. You have to. Your opinion about yourself and what you think or say to yourself is very, very powerful. And it affects your self-image. It affects your emotions and your well-being. All of this can affect your health. No matter how old we are, we all want to feel good physically, emotionally, spiritually. It can be likened to a car. The car performs by the best quality gas, oil, fluids, maintenance. How you take care of it. Well, this analogy may seem a little silly to you, but we are kind of likened to cars. We really are. What we put in, how we take care of ourselves, is going to determine how we perform. So what we put into ourselves and what we receive or believe can affect our minds, our emotions, our wills, which are our hearts. And did you know that what we think affects how we feel, which affects what we do and how we react and behave? And again, that's likened to what they talk in the counseling modality of our antecedents. So what happens, our thoughts, our feelings, affects our behaviors, which affects consequences. So let's back it up. So if we think cruddy stuff about ourselves, we're going to feel cruddy about ourselves. And we're going to behave negatively or do negative things. Just think back to the last time you felt really good about yourself. Maybe you enjoyed different activities or acted in ways that seem positive, really good. Maybe you're feeling great about yourself right now. Well, great. Awesome. I'm happy to hear that. There are times that we don't. We don't always feel on top of the world. We don't always feel great about ourselves. We always don't feel like we're walking on sunshine. It's life. But everything backs up and stems about how our thoughts and what we think about ourselves or our self-talk. Our minds are constantly in motion. They're thinking. Our minds are powerful things, and they think different thoughts, and they can be positive or negative, which will affect how we feel and, again, how we react. We do have the ability to harness our negative thoughts or our self-talk. And I say self-talk because it is. It's like we're having a conversation inside our minds, and no, you're not crazy. It's just how our minds are wired. So sometimes if we may, let's just say, we had to try really hard. We really do. Sometimes we really need to go the extra mile and try our very best so our thoughts and our self-talk can be beneficial to us. A lot of times when we have these negative thoughts, they really hurt and they really affect our emotions and how we live. For example, let's take some thoughts that some birth moms battle. I hope you don't, but if you do, let's try to work through these. For example, some birth moms might think, how could I let myself get into this situation? I should never allow myself to get pregnant. Okay, so as a result of those kind of thoughts, or those self-talks, emotions, or the feelings might be ashamed, embarrassed, guilty, maybe fearful. And, well, let's think. With those kind of emotions and those kind of thoughts, how can we behave? Well, maybe a birth mom might try to hide the pregnancy, not talk about it with loved ones or others who support. Maybe try to deny that the pregnancy even happened. And I'm sure there's a long list of other negative or non-productive behaviors that could stem from these kind of thoughts. Well, what I encourage you to do, if you're battling thoughts like that, because sometimes we do need to take a breath and we need to breathe and stand still and exhale. And maybe you're doing things that you didn't even realize what your self-talk was. And we do need to dissect at times to see how we're feeling, what we're doing. So what I would encourage you to do If you're aware of any negative thoughts or self-talk, I'm going to encourage you, pardon me, to channel them, harness them, shift them to some more positive. It's true, sometimes you cannot change what has happened. Like for a circumstance is out of your control. You can't change it, but what you can do is change your thoughts to have them be more productive and helpful. Yeah, it's true. Perhaps what's going on is not what you wanted or expected. But there are some different ways we can think about things that might be helpful. Mind you, you may need to say these positive thoughts to yourself over and over until you digest them and start feeling almost the opposite. So let's just say from those negative thoughts I mentioned before, for example, again, how could I let myself get into this situation? I should never allow myself to get pregnant. How about we shift it to, I was chosen to be a part of creating a beautiful life. Maybe I do not believe I will raise this baby, but I was picked to carry a miracle that hundreds of thousands or maybe millions of women cannot do. I have so much help available. I just need to reach out. I can bless someone by allowing them raise my baby. I am smart. I'm beautiful. I have a great future ahead. I have so much to look forward to. I can make it through these 9 months, and I'm going to be fine. I can tell my loved ones, and they're going to help me. Well, right now, you may not think you can tell your family or friends, but I encourage you to take a break and think really what truth and reality are. Do they really love you? And would they want to help you if you ever battled something and that you needed help? If you say no, please contact us. Please. Please contact us at conduitsoflove.com. Hit the contact us button. But I have to say, there must be someone in your life that is there for you and that can help you. I can tell you right now, there's got to be at least one person. But let's go back to our self-talk or our thoughts. Okay, so any of these messages I just offered could shift things, shift your emotions, shift what you do and how you react. So from those thoughts I just offered you, I'm thinking feelings that could come from them would be more courage, happy, peace, calm, overall more positive. And the resulting behaviors more than likely would shift to a more productive or healthful paradigm and not as negative. So self-talk, thoughts, and feelings affect, believe it or not, your mental and your physical health. Physiologically and mentally, our bodies react. Negative thoughts and feelings have been linked to a host of health problems such as high blood pressure, gastrointestinal troubles, cardiovascular complications, ulcers, headaches, and a long list more. And I'm not trying to be doom and gloom. I'm just trying to help you and here to say that you are empowered to help yourself in case you are battling negative emotions, negative self-talk, and you're acting in negative ways. My point today is simple. I'm here to encourage you. And I'm going to ask you to maybe, if you are battling these things I mentioned, to write them down. Write down your self-talk. Write down the dialogue. Write these thoughts of what's going through your mind and how you're reacting with your emotions. How are you feeling? Are you battling depression, anxiety, fear, guilt, shame? Anything is coming from these negative thoughts, and how are you reacting from them? Then I challenge you to challenge any of your negative self-talk or these thoughts to make them more helpful, make them more productive, make them more positive. And sometimes we need to totally replace those new thoughts to a way that will maybe even be completely new to you. I'm not saying to lie to yourself, but I'm saying there are other ways that we can think that affect how you feel and what we do with that. So these will shift in the way, again, you respond. And true, sometimes certain circumstances we cannot change, but our thoughts can dictate how we can cope and how we respond. And I would love to speak to you more about this. If you need further assistance, please. I know this can be very hard, but I'm here to help. And I would love it if you would contact me at Allison, that's ALLYSON, at conduitsoflove.com. Or you can just go to our website at www.conduitsoflove.com and hit our Contact Us button, Contact Me. Another thing I'm going to ask you is to be good to yourself and love on yourself. It is true that your baby feels and receives everything you're experiencing, but you need to know that you're very special and you deserve the very best. You are not being punished, nor should you think you're being punished, and nor should you punish yourself. You truly are a beautiful person, and you should be treated as such. And this starts with pampering yourself and treating yourself with TLC. Yeah, it's truth. In this wild, crazy, insane world we live in, it is no better time to see that you are being well taken care of and be treated with all the love and encouragement and pampering that you deserve and need. If it is watching maybe your favorite movie, going on a walk, getting a pedicure, journaling, having a girls' night, maybe a movie marathon, having a milkshake, whatever it is that makes you feel happy and that you're treated, please do it. Pampering yourself does not need to be expensive, just as long as you feel good and positive about yourself. Personally, nothing makes me more happy than to watch my favorite movie, and maybe you don't like it, but I'll be transparent today, is Mom's Night Out, and I love to watch it with my family. And it's even better with some nachos or a milkshake. I'm just saying. But the point I'm trying to make to you is be good to yourself, please. And if you don't know what that looks like, again, please contact me and we can talk it out. Because I know there's got to be something that makes you happy. That's not something negative that hurts you or your unborn child. Well, I hope this podcast encouraged you and perhaps redirected you to rethink how your self-talk can be challenged to help you. And I hope you have some strategies. I hope that this maybe give you some tools that you can maybe use to help you. And also, I hope you do pamper and love on yourself. You are worth it and you so deserve it. Please take great care of yourself for you and for your unborn baby. And I would love to pray for you right now, if that's okay. Father, in the name of Jesus, come before you now, and everyone that sound my voice, I just pray a blessing over them. I ask that right now as they're listening to me, I just pray calm and shalom and peace. Shalom is the peace of God that goes beyond our understanding. And I just speak strength over these ones that are listening to me right now. And Lord, I just ask you to bless them, strengthen them, give them everything they need. I pray for clarity. I pray for wisdom. I pray for directives. I pray for answers they need to help them through the moments that they're facing. And Lord, let them know there's a perfect answer from you. And it's something that is just between you and the ones hearing me. And it's not something negative, not something harmful, nothing that put these ones at risk, their babies at risk, but it's a perfect plan. So Lord, give them strength, and again, bless them abundantly, all in the name of Jesus. Well, I want to thank you for sharing this time with us, but I want to let you know before I turn off, I did not mention something earlier about our self-talk. And before I sign off, I want to say this to you. When you do the self-talk, you sometimes need to challenge them. And these couple points I want to make sure are intact before I sign off. You want to look at these thoughts and see if your thoughts are accurate, if they're helpful, they're positive, and productive. Because a lot of times your self-talk, when they're negative, they might be accurate, but they're not helpful. Negative, not accurate at all. Unproductive or harmful. So, if you can challenge these to shift them to, again, being helpful, purely positive, productive, and or accurate, it will help you and you'll feel a shift in your emotions. And I know you can do it. So again, thanks for joining us today. I pray this helped. I hope this encouraged you. And I hope you're blessed. In our next podcast, we will talk to you about how you further can take care of yourself. We're going to talk about exercising. It's for our birth moms, but you know what? It's really good for everybody. So until the next time, please take care of yourself. Be good to yourself. And we send blessings beyond your understanding. Countless blessings in the name of Jesus. So again, we thank you. Please, 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 please subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button and the bell next to it where you'll receive notifications. If you like this podcast, please click the like button, and also please share with others because this helps get the word out that we're here. And by the way, if you are an adoptive or a birth parent and you need extra encouragement and support and assistance, as always, please contact us at www.conduitsoflove.com. We have coaches available and are ready to help you. So until the next time, for our next podcast, please tune in. We'll be talking about exercise, healthy exercise in pregnancy, and also it can be used by any one of us. Big blessings. Until next time, thank you.